Fun DMC's back. Bill, hello again.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I've got a lot of stress diarrhea. Just a little bit about me as a person. So it's fine, though. It's fine. I'm completely dehydrated. And all the fear has left my body. So I am prepared for the eventual ass whooping that is probably coming. So that's just me. I am a very defeatist person, but I mean, yeah.
You are. I've noticed that about you. You are very defeatist, but you are here for a reason because you do know your stuff. And as much as you bring yourself down, you do get wins. And don't get me wrong, Jake is an incredible competitor. He is going to be a tough challenge, but things fall your way. You can get this win. It would. Hey, we'll call it an upset if you want. I think you have the skills to do it. It's going to be tough, but I know you're ready. And you apparently got all the fear out in the toilet, so you do.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I totally did.
I think you'll be all right. I know you're worried about yourself, but I'm not worried about you.
Bottom line, Jake has my respect. He brings out the best of me. Jake's fantastic. He's a former champion. His resume speaks completely for itself. That having been said, I just want to be competitive. I'm a firm believer in the any given Sunday philosophy. Maybe that Sunday is today, even though it's Thursday, but whatever. So I will just play the match, and we'll just see. Let's chips fall where they may. So.
There we go. All right.
Bill has a cat. I fucking hate cats. Can you beat him for that? From that, I'm definitely allergic. They try to kill me, so he has a cat. I don't have really anything negative to say besides his film taste is complete ass. He picks things from that I don't think got released ever. They just were found behind a dumpster, and he's like, "These are my favorite films. Love them." So beat him tonight. Let's go far in this tournament, and let's have fun. Go ahead, Jake.
I like fun. Tournaments are kind of my Achilles heel. The most I've done is make it to the quarterfinals of 2 tournaments. One tournament I didn't even get out of round 1. That was the number 1 seed. Remember that? That was crazy.
That was crazy.
I love you, Ethan. You're great, but that kind of sucked. So we'll see how this match goes. I like Bill. I played him in
Well, listen,
maybe that match has been released or not, but yeah.
Just real quick. You played Brian. You played Holtzman. You played a lot of hard competitors. Bill's not. I'm not saying Bill's not a hard competitor, but I believe you can have some fun.
Yeah.
So let's have some fun.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host, Kaleb Boatman, and today we got a good match for you. We got Jake Maringoni going up against Bill Cariloa. This should be a good match. Before we go to our competitors, Bar, thoughts on the match?
This is going to be an interesting match. I think that these two actually have very similar tastes in movies in some areas. So, depending on what kind of questions they get asked, this could be pretty close.
No, I totally agree. I think, this could be close, but in other areas, there are certain aspects where one person can come out on top. But without further ado, we'll just bring in our competitors. Introducing first, coming in the ring with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat, representing Fun DMC, the 29 seed, Bill Philadelphia Cariloa.
Just be clear, there are 2 kitties in my house, and they are precious. So.
Cool. Introducing second, coming in the ring with a record of 11 wins, 7 defeats, representing the First Order, the former Warzone teams and singles champion. It is Jake, the Maestro Maringoni.
And I have 1 cat in this house right now, so tell you what, Penny.
Okay, so without further ado, we're going to get into round 1 before we talk about killing cats or whatever. Round 1 is going to look at 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right, you get a bonus question. Without further ado, we'll get started with the first question in round 1, which comes in the category of musicals. Who plays Satine in Moulin Rouge? The stage version is better.
I've never seen the stage version.
I listened to the soundtrack, and the soundtrack is better.
That is fair. That is fair because most of them can actually sing.
2, 1, pins down, and Crazy Rolling Rocks. Bill.
Fucking musicals. I don't know. I think Nicole Kidman was in that.
And Jake.
Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. It is Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman is correct.
Fucking get out of here! Oh my god!
Your next question is going to come in the realm of action-adventure. Atomic Blonde takes place during which decade? Now, I am more of a fan of the Atomic Redhead. I think they're more dynamic.
Okay, Bar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Let's go to Bill
1980s.
and Jake.
I think it's Bill's favorite decade, the 1980s.
Both correct. Probably.
Probably.
It's up there, yeah.
As we get into the third question in the category of animated, Watership Down is about what kind of animals? I prefer the sequel, Watership Up.
And you gave me so much crap for that last joke. How dare you?
There, your hate makes me stronger. 5,
Fuck you.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. I'm like Janos from Ghostbusters. Let's go to Nick.
In the director's cut of Donnie Darko, they watched this movie, Rabbits.
And Bill.
Oh, I had no idea. I've never seen it, so I guess fish.
Rabbits are correct.
All right. And your next category is going to come in actors and actresses. What actor has played an astronaut, a television producer, a famous painter, and a rogue marine general? That is.
Speaking of television. Bar, what is your favorite television show?
Ooh. I'm going to go with The Big Fat Quiz of the Year.
3, 2.
And then maybe How I Met Your Mother.
Just hack Jake
Ed Harris.
and Bill.
Ed Harris.
Both correct. So, in your fifth question, category of comedy. What hotel are Doug and his friends staying at in The Hangover?
Have you ever had a hangover?
Have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
Have you ever...
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
I wasn't going to say it. But...
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
I said the MGM brand.
And Bill.
I guess the Bellagio.
Both incorrect. Is this the real Caesar's Palace? Is this where Caesar lived? Caesar's Palace is the correct answer.
Your next question is going to come in directors, the people behind the camera. Who directed Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and 1996's Hamlet? Now, I prefer the prequel to this, Piglet.
To be or not to be, that's a question too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
Kenneth Branagh.
And Bill.
Kenneth Branagh.
Both correct. And your penultimate question in scores and soundtracks. Simon and Garfunkel provided several songs, including Scarborough Fair and The Sound of Silence, to which classic film soundtrack?
So The Sound of Silence is the song that plays every time I listen to Cody berate any of my movie tastes. Not going to lie.
To be fair, sometimes you deserve it a little bit. Isn't 1776 on your top 100? 5.
Yes, but it's only in the 70s.
2, 1. Only. Bill.
The Graduate.
And Vic.
The Graduate.
Both correct.
All right. And your final question is going to come in family pictures. In The Goonies, the Goondocks neighborhood is about to be torn down and replaced with what?
Are the Goonies good enough?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're good enough. They could be better.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Holds is better. Jake.
I don't think I remember. Is it golf course?
And Bill.
I can remember either, so I guess condos.
A golf course is correct. So 7 to 5 coming out of round 1. Round 2 is going to look like this. You're each going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If you like what you spin, you can keep it. If you don't, you can spin again, but then you are stuck with it. You're going to get 5 questions in whatever category you get. You get right, multiple choice, 1 point, or if you get it wrong, other player gets a chance to steal. Categories on our wheel tonight are Jake's strengths of Marvel and Oscars, Bill's strengths of 80s comedies and 90s action. We also have Western, 2000s, classics, and mystery thriller. So, Jake, you're in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Second.
What's the score again, just to make sure?
7-5.
Yeah, still second.
Okay. Bill, this will be your spin.
Okay.
There we go.
And you land on 2000s. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
It's up to you. There's a couple things on here you definitely don't want. And I don't think you'd be too bad at this. You're only down 2. You don't know what he's going to get on the wheel. So how do you feel about 2000s?
There's worse things on this wheel I don't even want to come close to, so I'll just stick with it.
I think that's the right move. Let's avoid those.
I will give you your questions in the category of 2000s. In Castaway, Chuck Nolan leaves on his flight during what holiday?
Multiple choice.
All right. Multiple choice options are A, Christmas, B, Thanksgiving, C, Easter, D, 4th of July. Five, 4.
Christmas?
3. That is correct for 1 point. Your second question. Who plays Paul Marshall, the man actually responsible for the crime James McAvoy's character is falsely accused of in Atonement?
Never saw this. I'll go multiple on that.
Multiple choice options are A, Benedict Cumberbatch, B, Jude Law, C, Ray Fiennes, D, Kenneth Branagh.
Can you hear those options again?
A, Benedict Cumberbatch, B, Jude Law, C, Ray Fiennes, D, Kenneth Branagh.
Jude Law?
That is incorrect. Jake, for the 1 point steal, your options are A, Benedict Cumberbatch, B, Jude Law, C, Ray Fiennes, D, Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, man.
5, 4.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
That is correct for 1 point.
Nice ball.
Yeah, wasn't sure on that.
What 2000s film takes place primarily in Cook County Jail?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Bronson, B, The Longest Yard, C, Chicago, D, Law Abiding Citizen.
Chicago?
That is correct for 1 point.
Fucking musicals.
Penultimate question. Who directed 2004's Closer?
Oh, man. I'm really regretting this one. Multiple choice.
A, Gus Van Sant, B, Mike Nichols, C, Wolfgang Peterson, D, Joe Wright.
B?
B is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
And your final question in 2000s. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead centers around the robbery of what type of establishment?
Starting to feel like an idiot here. Jesus Christ. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, jewelry store, B, bank, C, U.S. Mint, D, convenience store.
Bank.
That is incorrect. Jake, for the 1 point steal, your options are A, jewelry store, B, bank, C, U.S. Mint, D, convenience store.
Jewelry store.
That is correct for 1 point.
Nicely done.
It is not. Jake is in the lead 9-8 as we get into Jake's round 2 spin. And you land on Bill's strength of 80s comedies.
We love to chuckle and laugh in the first order, but we're going to probably spin again.
Yeah, we'll spin again.
Right? And this is the category you are stuck with. You land on Bill's other strength of 90s action.
Take it slow, multiple choice.
Yeah.
All right, Bar, I'll let you give Jake his questions in 90s action movies.
What'd you say the score was again? Sorry? Just
9-8, your lead.
Okay.
All right, Jake, your first question in 90s action. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. What military ranking does Kurt Russell's character have in Stargate?
Five, four, three.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, general, B, colonel, C, captain, or D, lieutenant.
I'll say colonel.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. Your next question.
Uh-oh.
The opening 98's Ronin takes place in what European city?
Bar, you cut out, so you might want to
A
give
little
Jake.
bit. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, let me give that to you for free then. The opening of 1998's Ronin takes place in what European city?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Paris, B, London, C, Dublin, or D, Rome.
Rome.
That is incorrect. Chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Paris, B, London, C, Dublin, or D, Rome.
Paris?
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. Who plays Mayor Rachel Wando in Dante's Peak?
Linda Hamilton.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who directed The Saint?
Okay, multiple.
Your multiple choice options are A, Philip Noyce, B, John McTiernan, C, Wolfgang Peterson, or D, Tony Scott.
Can I hear the options again, please?
Sure. Your options again are A, Philip Noyce, B, John McTiernan, C, Wolfgang Peterson, or D, Tony Scott.
Wolfgang Peterson.
That is incorrect. Chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Philip Noyce, B, John McTiernan, C, Wolfgang Peterson, or D, Tony Scott.
A.
A, Philip Noyce is correct for 1 point. And your final question. What 90s action film features a cast that includes Bruce Willis, Jack Black, and Sidney Poitier?
The Jackal.
2 more points.
Nice.
All right, so 14-10, Jake's lead as we get into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get to pick for their 3 and their 4-point question. Categories they will be able to pick from are Oscars, 80s, Tom Cruise, animated, mystery thriller, sports, romantic comedy, and crime. We're going to let them pick their categories right now, and we'll get back to you right now. Okay, we are back, and our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Bill has picked his 1 point in crimes, 2 in sports, his 3 in 80s, and his 4 in mystery thriller, whereas Jake has picked his 1 in animation, his 2 in Tom Cruise, his 3 in Oscars, and his 4 in 80s. So, we will start with Bill's questions, and since I gave Bill his questions in round 2, I will give Jake his questions in round 3. So, Bar, we'll start you off with Bill's 1-pointer in crime.
Great. Bill, you ready? Cool. Your 1-point question in crime. The Untouchables centers around Elliot Ness trying to take down what famous criminal?
Al Capone.
And that is correct for 1 point. Your 2-point question in the category of sports. Jon Favreau, Vince Vaughn, and Ned Beatty have supporting roles in what 90s football movie?
Rudy.
For 2 more points. And your
3-pointer in 80s.
Mm-hmm. Your 3-point question in 80s. What 1980s film features performances by Rob Lowe, Andy McDowell, Demi Moore, and Emilio Estevez?
St. Elmo's Fire.
To take the lead.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, I don't care what happens now. As long as I don't get TKO, I am okay.
So now we'll go over to Jake. 1-pointer in animation.
Okay.
Who directed the animated films Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service, and My Neighbor Totoro?
Hayao Miyazaki.
That is correct for 1 point. Stick with you for the 2 to take the lead again and force Bill to hit his 4. In your 2-pointer in Tom Cruise. Who directed Far and Away?
Ron Howard.
Correct for 2 points. So now we're in a situation where Bill must hit his 4-pointer.
All right. Bill, your 4-point question in the category of mystery thriller. In The Girl on the Train, who plays Scott Hipwell, the husband of the murdered Megan in 2016's The Girl on the Train?
God, I cannot remember this movie.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
1.
That is your first repeat. In The Girl on the Train, who plays Scott Hipwell, the husband of the murdered Megan?
Shit. I'm not going to drag this out. Clive Owen. I don't remember.
And your winner. Moving on to round 2 of the tournament, Jake, the Maestro Maringoni.
It's Kangaroo Jake now.
Kangaroo. Cool.
The correct answer was Luke Evans. Luke Evans.
Sure.
Okay, we're going to go to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second-place finisher tonight, Bill. Took out the wrong person. You were right next to each other on the thing. Just calm down. Anyway, Bill, you didn't pull out the win, but you kept it close. How are you feeling?
You know what? I didn't embarrass myself. I mean, I got a category I wasn't very great at. I maneuvered as best I could. I picked up whatever steals I could. You know, you missed a 4-pointer. 4-pointers happen. You know, I can't remember The Girl on the Train. It was a very forgettable film. But Emily Blunt's fantastic, and we should just applaud her and everything she does. That being said, I mean, I've been here before. I've lost to Jake before. Jake's if I got to lose to somebody, I'd rather lose. He's a class act all the way. I love Jake Maringoni. I think he's fantastic. I'm sure he's going to go far. So I can't even really be that upset. I mean, you know, I kept it close. I kept it competitive. I actually retook the lead in round 3. So, you know, there was worse ways to lose. So
sure. You played, I mean, round 2 was, I mean, it's a rough 2000s is so broad. You never know what you're going to get. And you just have a bunch of movies that aren't as popular in our group, our circle of bad movies that came out in the 2000s. But you played fantastic. You got the steals you needed to in round 2. You did the best you could with your category in round 2. You did not let him get points out of it. And round 3, you did what you needed to do. That was a tough 4-pointer. You were Clive Owen, Luke Evans. I mean, whatever. They're basically the same person, right?
I don't even know who Luke Evans is.
It's Gaston.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
You did really well. I know you're worried about this.
Fast and Furious 6.
I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie.
All right, well, we're
That
changing
feels
this.
weird for you.
You know what? I get that a lot. I really actually do. And I almost wanted to watch Hobbs and Shaw without seeing any of the rest of them because it looked like dog shit.
Bill, actually, I have a question for you. As we saw, Jake's first round 2 spin was your strength of 80s comedies. Do you think the match maybe would have gone differently had you spun away from 2000s?
Who knows? But I feel like Oscars was looming, Westerns was looming, Classics was looming. You don't spit in the wind, so I'll take something like at least I had a fighting chance with any other category. So
that is fair. Bill Cariloa not spitting in the wind. So
congratulations, Jake. You're the man.
Thank you to him and his manager as we're going to bring in Jake and Cody.
You put some damn respect. When my client tells you he has a new nickname, you say awesome, and you say you would have cut it for Cameron Holtzman. You'd have been excited because he's got a new nickname and blah, blah, blah. Listen here. You're looking at Kangaroo Jack.
The round 3 thing, which you hate.
You shut the fuck up when I'm talking, okay? Listen. Jake did something that was important to me. Jake may own 1 cat, but apparently Bill has 2. So this is a start to what I need to happen in this league. Listen, I'm really proud of Jake. Jake came up with a strategy in round 3. Normally you have to have like a 5 or 6 point lead. That people like to take that strategy. He was confident in his skills. He said, let's go with that. It ended up working in our favor today, and I still think he would have hit his 3, and it would have been a really tight match. Bill played great. We didn't get what we wanted, obviously, because going into a match and say, hey, I'm going to study 80s and 90s action and comedy, you don't have that much time.
As broad as it could possibly be.
Yeah. So, overall, great job by Jake. I'm really proud of you. I can't wait till the next match. And Boatman, learn some damn respect. That's all I will say. Listen, I'm gonna start shaping up Multiplex around here. We're gonna learn some respect around here. Go ahead, Jake.
I'll say my bad for saying it, cutting Boatman off. My bad. I should have said that in the post-match interview. I was just too excited because Kangaroo Jake is my life now. I haven't won a singles Warzone match since August 2020. So it just kind of feels good to get back into the winning momentum. When you have to play Brian Michaels twice in Warzone, you just kind of shit out of luck, and it's just good to get a little bit of a victory. I love Bill. It was great. I think one of you guys said in the breakdown that he is me without the pretension, and I think that's amazing. Like, he's awesome. He's a great guy. We played in Onto, and I just had fun playing him there. I had to watch Hard Ticket to Hawaii, which I consider an absolute win, maybe, kinda, not really. But I'm just happy that I got to win this, and we'll see how we go in the next round.
Fair enough. Speaking of the next round, you next play the winner of either Ryan Payne or Tim Brzakala.
Well, if it's Tim, my mission of teaching people manners in this league won't have to happen because Tim is very a class act, a gentleman. But that Ryan Payne needs to learn how to shut the hell up when we ask questions and we ask for answers and not essays. So we'll teach lesson of crosstalk and how to score and how to give specific answers if he needs that. I'll cut that. That was really bad. My bad. I'm still mad about that. So, yeah, I'm ready for Ryan Payne. Jake, beat Ryan Payne or lose to
What
Tim.
Tim?
Or lose to Tim because Tim really needs like a boost in Warzone a little bit. Like
I need a boost in Warzone.
I understand
Oh,
you do.
1
But
and
listen,
2 this
like
season.
pretend it's Christmas and give out a fucking gift every once in a while. Tim needs something, all right? Like, oh, either way, I don't care. I would rather play Ryan Payne, to be honest with you, because I'd rather Jake beat not Tim. So,
Hey, Cody, you know what's interesting about that?
what's up?
I was thinking the same thing. Okay, well, this was a really good match, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe better than the seedings would expect you to believe. Bar, final thoughts on the match?
Yeah, no. This was a really good match. It was a good back and forth. Bill hit 2 questions in musicals, which is impressive for any performance that Bill gives. And Jake reminding people that he's a former champion for a reason. Strategy plus just overall knowledge won the match for Jake today.
Absolutely. So thank you to Bill, thank you to Jake, thank you to their managers, thank you to Bar. This has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host, Kaleb Boatman. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.